I think what Michelle Obama has to offer is two areas of focus of substance. One having to do with the spouses of veterans, many of whom are in a backdoor draft to go to school, go to the military because they don't have the money to go to school, and they come back distraught, troubled with post-traumatic syndrome and many illnesses and can't get a job. But focus on a job for military spouses' security, and the job for those who come home is a big deal. The second, the issue of childhood obesity is the beginning of a health crisis with diabetes and the like. So she has grabbed two areas of great substance, I think, that has value. And of course, given our country's orientation, for an African-American woman with her children displaying a motherly advice and support sets the pace for mothers all around the country. So I think it'll be an address of substance, not just symbol.
And your thoughts being here back in the Carolinas, where you come from?
I think the key of being in the Carolinas, the Voting Rights Act, which is now in jeopardy. This new South comes out of the Voting Rights Act. Those girls that displayed down in Tampa, they're the result of Title IX and affirmative action, the Civil Rights Act. This new South, where you can have the Carolina Panthers and the Charlotte Bobcats, you can have Boeing and Airbus and Toyota because of our civil rights movement. The civil rights movement made the New South, and they're attacking it, and we must fight back to protect our growth. As someone said today, we must we not only must fight for change, we must guard the change we got, but expand upon it, because as he goes to Ohio, there are 33 counties in Ohio that are in Appalachia. This is the time to revisit the issue of the war on poverty. The time to go to the University of Athens in Ohio, where Lyndon Johnson initiated it. With 50 million Americans in poverty can no longer be on the back seat. Poverty must be a factor in the campaign, and violence. And given what's happening in Chicago, violence, urban reconstruction, and poverty. Violence, urban reconstruction, and poverty must be injected into the campaign. It's the way to win, and to win right.
And do you think President Obama is addressing the issue of poverty?
Well, I think our pressure will be a factor in that equation. You know, Dr. King supported Kennedy over Nixon, but it was our creative pressure that made the bend in the road. The same as we supported Johnson or Goldwater. Our action, so our lack of action becomes a trail. When we act, we are part of the equation. We must act to bring about the change we seek. We have the power to affect the president's choices. We must make those who would not be progressive must act progressively and not just believe progressively.
There are a lot of people who are deeply concerned that President Obama has not been forceful enough in dealing with the financial institutions that brought us into this mess in 2008.
We bailed out the banks. Maybe we had to at that time, but not linked to lending or the reinvestment. We bailed out banks without changing the Glass-Steagall Act. We bailed the banks without putting in oversight to stop them from doing what they did again. Now there are fewer, bigger banks. We are even more subject to their tyranny now. So there must be some real renewed focus on bankster behavior and bankster life options.
What do you think of the Democrats renaming the stadium Panther Stadium because, well, Bank of America Stadium doesn't look so good?
How long will it be renamed?
I guess for Thursday night. It's really Bank of America Stadium, but they're just calling it Panther Stadium.
Right. I have nothing more to say. Honorary Panther Stadium. The fact of the matter, it is Bank of America Stadium, and it's not just a name change, it's the legal changes. I think that even Wall Street bankers are now saying the Glass-Steagall Act, the Glass-Steagall should be revived. If you have an option to lend and invest on the same roof, you'll choose risky investing over lending. That has to change. that the congressional oversight committees cannot be on the committee and raising money from Wall Street at the same time. What happened, the congressional oversight was corrupted, and the Glass-Steagall Act was a leverage that they employed, and then someone said the banks got what they wanted and they didn't want what they got. Too few banks control too much capital, and they're holding captive our political order. That plus super PACs is corrupting our political process in absolute terms.
Last question. How is your son, Congressman Jesse Jackson?
You know, he's getting better. He is regaining his strength, but there's no timetable for it, and I hope his priority remains his health, recovery above all. And so many people reached out to him, prayed for him. Dennis Kucinich and Patrick Kennedy, and we're so grateful for people reaching out.
Does he want to remain a congressman?
Well, that's a health issue, and I would rather wait for him, his family, and the doctors to make the determination at the right time.